Hi everyone, welcome to the third video of my Pillars of Eternity beta let's play, playing with a modded party. So in the previous video, I pretty much conversed with everyone around the village of Deerford now. I've got to speak to Lord Harond, and there's also a Orlan that's supposedly hiding out upstairs. I'm going to be going up there shortly. So, who's that guy as well? Have a word with them. Have a word with the guards. The guard keeps his eyes on the door. If you have any information about Lady Elise, you should speak with Lord Harond. Okay, and I haven't checked out that yet. The skull the head looks as old as the inn. Its leathery skin is cracked and bleached from years of exposure. Haven't been in there yet, so either have I? Right, let's talk with Harond anyway. Lord Harond, the man wears Edir-style robes, simple but elegant. His fine leather shoes look as if they were made for padding around indoors, yet they're caked with mud. He yanks at a lock of hair twined around his silk-gloved finger. His fine features are etched with anxiety.
My child is out there. Do they not understand?
And luckily, Lord Harond's one of the characters that speaks for himself.
My lord, we're doing everything we can. Unfortunately, these villagers...
Beasts take them all. I don't care how you do it, but find her.
Okay, I'll ask him about the arguing with the innkeeper.
A petty, small-minded man, just like the rest of them around here. I've been paying him an honest fee for board and bed, and yet he can't be bothered to stir himself to concern for my Elise.
I'll use the perception choice here.
People from these backwater villages take offense for sport. You have to but show up with a full coin purse and they'll hear insults in the jingle of your step. They forget that Duke Hadret came from the privileged classes, as did all of the other earls and lords who financed the rebellion they're so proud of.
So I think this region basically broke away from the colonial masters.
I've asked around, but nobody in this mud hole has any concerns beyond their swine. They turn my men away like beggars and seem downright pleased to be of no use. But you're not one of my soldiers. And you look like you're used to getting your hands dirty, if you don't mind my saying so.
Right, so that's actually the profession that I chose for my paladin as well. So it's a bit weird that guard would realize that, but oh well. Okay, it doesn't look as if he's going to voice this bit, sadly. So Harond raises a hand to silence the man. If you find her, he nibbles the thumb of one silk glove. Tell her I won't be upset with her. She can come back and all will be well. I just want to make sure my Elise, my child, is safe. Nothing in the world is more important to me. Let's ask a bit more about his daughter then. No, I'll ask about himself first.
I'm Lord Nestor Harond of Defiance Bay. My family has been prominent there since Imperial times. Our primary estate is on the outskirts of Brackenbury, but we have holdings in New Heomar as well. Those went to my sister and her husband.
Right, I'd like to ask a few questions.
Elise. Of course.
About your daughter, it's a bit weird. Describe Lady Elise. Oh, right, he's not talking. She's a striking young woman, bears more resemblance to her mother than to me. She has auburn hair and delicate, well-bred features. She must be, 28 or 29 now. That's probably pretty old to be getting married in medieval times. Which I guess this is based around. Tell me about her disappearance. We'd stopped in Deerford for a few days. On our fourth evening here, I was making plans to continue our journey. Lady Elise was feeling unwell and went to bed. When I retired a couple of hours later, I found that she had vanished. None of my men had seen her go, and no one at the inn knew where she was. Since then, my people have been combing the village, but we've yet to find a clue, and the locals have been no help. Why did you and Elise come to Deerford? It was merely a stop along the way to Ina's Rest. However, she took ill shortly before our arrival, so it seemed prudent to allow her a few days to recover. What's in Ina's Rest? He frowns as if to protest, but he gives in with a sigh. Lady Elise has reached an age where it is prudent for her to marry. Given this legacy business, I can't let her fertile years slip by, nor do I want her womb to fester in the presence of so many Hollowborn. Looks like we've got a few skill checks here. So there's an intellect option. We don't qualify for the survival. I haven't leveled up my survival skills with my player character. I've been leveling up lore. So yeah, let's ask the intellect option. You think I haven't considered that? Arranging a suitable match is difficult. The best prospects for my child lay in Ina's Rest. Where's the rest of your family? Surely they wouldn't want to miss your daughter's betrothal. Lady Haronde is ill-suited for travel, I'm afraid, and unfortunately, Elise has few other close relatives. My sister and her husband, Elise's aunt and uncle, of course, have been visiting Edda these past months. So that's like the colonial master Edda is. He rubs his knuckles, and for siblings... Bleh. He rubs his knuckles, and as for siblings, Elise has none. My wife has only given birth to Hollowborn since Elise, that is. I see. Going back to your daughter. Let's go back to my previous question. And I think I've pretty much asked
I'm Lord
him
Nestor Harrond of Defiant Elise.
everything. Right, so we got a new quest, Blood Legacy. Okay, so could I ask around town basically. So I might as well start with let's start with his character.
Gods keep you.
I don't think she has anything to say about that.
Hail and well met.
Dengler. Tell me about Lord Harron's daughter. He frowns and shrugs. His lordship says she up and went missing the other day. He wipes the tankard with his ragged towel, twisting it with swift, jerky motions. I don't know any more than that. However these lording bastards handle their affairs ain't no business of mine. So I could try and bribe him, it would seem. Or use perception. I think I'll use perception first. You look agitated. Something about this doesn't sit right with you, does it? He slams the clean tankard down on the bar. Damn right it don't. That lord saunters in here like he's cut from cleaner cloth than the rest of us, and yet... He shakes his head. Look, I don't want no trouble from you or him or anybody else. I'm just waiting for him to tire of my ale and leave so things can get back to normal around here. And we don't actually qualify for any of those. But those two are based on your reputation or the choices you've previously made. And you can only unlock those, well, they give you a reputation with people you haven't met or people you've already met. And there's resolve, which we don't have enough with my paladin either. So that's an instance where it's showing it would be quite useful to have. Right, so I'm going to have to find out information from elsewhere, it would seem. Right, let's find out what's
Sure.
up here. What you doing in the kitchen? Dengler will sorted you out with get you sorted out with the food and drink. Heavy sweet perfumes emanate from the barrels. Stave joints are stained dark brown and deep purple. Dull purple.
No problem. Got it.
Can I steal
Be quiet.
leather? No, I don't think I can steal that.
Yeah?
I think if I just literally clicked on that when I'd been seen, that people would be unhappy with it. So
Got it.
Not going to. Not 100% sure now, actually. But right, let's go and have a word with this Orlan. Okay. Who's coming up the stairs? Right, looks like quite a few things up here. It's not him, don't worry. So for this, what is it, cat and mouse quest? Find Nyfre and lure her out of Deerford. That's what I have to do to complete it. So...
Yeah?
let's get... open that door. Nyfre, the Orlan hovers by the window, peering out of it every few seconds. As you enter the room, she watches you carefully, her hand hovering over her stiletto. She cranes her head to peer behind you. Anyone follow you? Who sent you here? Okay, so I could just be... basically come out with my reason, or skirt around the issue, I think, here, or even attack her. So... I'm gonna try that one. The man leaning against the wall glances out of the door and nods to the Orlan. The hand over her weapon relaxes, but she's still watching you closely. Some old friends from Defiance Bay are looking for me. To be honest, I thought they wouldn't believe that option. We're not exactly friends anymore, if you catch my drift. I'm just trying to lie low and mind my own business, know what I mean? Boss, Namawa looks at the Orlan and jerks his head at you. Alright, alright. She raises her hand to the Amawa before turning back to you. My friend here thinks you could help us out. Now, I'm sure you're a busy woman, so I'll make it worth your time. She flips you a few coins. Just go and look around town. Come back and let me know if the coast is clear, or if you can see any suspicious figures. Okay. So... I could just... well, I've got quite a few different options here. Let's try that one, let's be clever. Okay. Wasn't expecting that. It's just gave me... well, it hasn't changed here at all.
Eh? Sure.
So who's actually in here? There's 5 people. Hooded woman, Nyfre, wolf companions, that's a ranger. All the human opponents in the game are based on the same classes as you can be, I think.
How do you do?
Okay. So I can be, wow, 8 different options. Let's ask about at least around. There's 2 different attacks. Who are you running from? Could lie. I'd rather not get into it. Suffice to say, I angered the wrong people back in Defiance Bay. Someone told me I could go down that line. I could help her out. Or I could come back later. Now, I know that one option is not available to me because I have a low resolve. Resolve, well, let's leave for a second. So I'll show you something. So resolve lowers your what's it do? Mental intimidation, leadership, and convincing performances. Now, convincing performances obviously means lying. So your chances of lying successfully aren't very good if you have a low resolve. And in this case, if I were to... I know there's an option to send her off towards Madras direction, and I don't have the
Welcome.
resolve to do that, so let's say that one. Let me guess, was that someone named Madrath? She draws a stiletto. It's a lie, plain and simple. I got on the wrong side with his employers, and now he's after me. But if you're here to do his dirty work, I won't make it easy on you. Relax, I just want to hear your side of the story. What story? The Domenals came after me. I just happened to rob the wrong place. How was I supposed to know they'd already claimed it? She runs her hands under her hood and through her hair. It was an honest mistake. I'm just trying to survive now. And if you spoke with Medreth, you know he's waiting. Please help me out. Please help me get out of here. So I can try to lie, but I know I'd fail that. I can tell her to go east and be honest with her, and that would allow her to escape probably. There are downsides in doing that as well though, which you can probably guess. Or I could just side with the Medreth side and attack it straight away. And it looks as if I basically have to do one of these. I can't leave the conversation. So, is it better to side with a powerful group that could be a threat to me, or go against a band of people on the run? I think I'm going to side with the Dominels and Medreth side, so I'm going to attack here and we can see some combat. Now I haven't placed my companions very well at all here, so could be in a bit of trouble in combat here, but we'll see. I haven't actually done this combat before. I've always chosen different options. So that's not even on, so I need to put that on. That chant is that one, so I think I'll keep that one on. I think what I want to do is block the doorway with the fighter. So let's do that. And then the rest of them I can just cast into the room perhaps, or fire into the room. So does she have... She has a crossbow. She can go on a bow. Dwarf Chanter can move there. Can move there. She can move there. And let's take down Nyfre if I can with her, and I'll put on slow for a minute. Okay. Right, looks like Nyfre, I think that's a barbarian that has that skill, so she's counting as barbarian. Let's blind her if I can. I don't think I don't have a ranged weapon with him sadly yet. Okay. Right, so luckily I got the fighter back to the doorway in time, so they probably can't get through. The fighter, I use the knockdown ability on the hooded man. Wolf companion's coming in. She's casting that aura spell, which takes time to effect. The wizard's getting into place. Right, let's use a spell here, I think. So probably once this one's a ranged area of effect, and that one is, what's that do? Hobbled. I don't think either of those actually does any damage, sadly. What about chill fog? That one does. That's pretty good there actually. So let's try. Oh, I would have to move though into place to cast it. 10 meters. Might cancel my wizard from doing this if he has to get too close, but let's try it. Okay. Right. The fighter can handle 3, but then, well, actually it's got 4 now, so it's getting flanked. Minus the deflection. Right, he's been knocked down, so he's no longer getting that. Okay. Let's bring the paladin to there. Okay, did the wizard cast that? That's a wizard as well, I think that's it. Yeah, she's casting a... I think I have that spell actually. Okay, my fighter's getting a bit of trouble here. Let's switch that out. Attack the companion there. Okay. Kind of would prefer to attack the wizard here, but I don't think I can. I'll have to attack Nyfre, is it? With that. Wizard's casting. My dwarf chanter can't really get into combat here, but looks fit. Maybe I can, but yeah, let's do that. No, I can't. Okay. Or maybe I can, I'm not sure. Right, so my Orlan was attacked by that. I think Blinding Web is reflex though, isn't it? Yeah, it's a reflex attack, so it's not a will attack, so I won't get any bonus defense from my Orlan, Wild Orlan ability. Looks like they've been hobbled by there as well, sadly. Might have to bring them back. Okay, we cast that spell though there. Let's do another spell. I think I'm gonna have to might as well use quite a few here. Let's do, I think I'll do that one as well. Okay. Some spells can affect your own people, so you have to be a bit careful with them. I think most of mine are just affect the if it says foe area effect, then it only affects the enemies. That's on everyone actually, this one. Doesn't say foe area of effect. Okay, chances up to level 2, I can cast a spell soon. Who is... Let's use Crippling on Nyfre as well. Right, that wizard's using Minolet's missiles, which is a pretty decent spell. I don't really have any way of taking her out. Maybe I should move her to there and shoot the... Right, just attack my wizard. Okay. Is he being flanked still? Yes, he is. Let's take down that one. Okay. And wizards can cast Slicken. Right.
Got him.
It's knocked down. Can I get... Oh, my chanter. Can we get them in?
Try something else.
Don't think so. Right, with my chanter then, I'll use... Oh, I know what I could do. I could cast a phantom. I'll go for the wizard then with it. Okay. Might be affected by this area of effect though. Okay, I think that Slicken effect might have worked on them. Let's go and attack the wizard. Now, even though this fight is getting attacked by God knows how many people, you can see how well it does against numbers. It's got a lot of effects on it, but its health and endurance is hardly going down, and its endurance is coming back up because of ancient memory from the chanter and also its own ability to increase stamina, even though it's not that great with it. It doesn't have very good might and healing power. So this guy's almost dead. The wizard, let's attack that there. That can attack there. Okay. Not sure what that is. Chill fog again. Oh, we took one out. Nice. Right, Paladin can attack there. I've got these as well, which I could use. I'm not sure. I have to have a look at them later on. I'm not sure what they're like, to be honest. Can I get them in yet? Don't think I can. Okay. That just got updated. I think we just took down Nyfre, I'm guessing. Right. Is that person knocked down? Yes, they are. So let's bring fighter to there. Now we won't get a disengagement penalty here if we do this because the incapacitated. Dwarf Chanter can come in. Maybe, or maybe not. Okay, took out another one, I think. Yep. Okay, all in fighter. Not sure what will affect my guys here. Some of this might do. Maybe not. Let's attack there. Dwarf Chant can come in as well. That's knocked out. That can attack there. She can attack that there as well. I'll just fight you in a second. Okay, looks like it just killed something. That one down there, is it? Okay, I can attack there. Come in.
Spot on.
And I would kill that as well. Okay, I think that's it. Right, so in combat we get all of our stuff back. I'm going to take a rest in the inn in a bit, I think. So I probably need to go and turn to Medreth now. Right, so let's take... I'll put all this in the stash for now, and then I'll figure out what I want to give to whom later on, I think. I'll figure that out in the next video. Okay. Okay, probably should scout just in case some of these.
Yeah? Got it.
Not too badly damaged in that. Okay, so look in there. There's a couple of inn patrons. Oh, we found a hidden object. Let's come out of there.
Oh?
Right, so let's use my rogue with its best scouting ability. Actually need mechanics to open these. I think my wizard's got the best mechanics, so I'll bring in
Yes, as you
here.
wish.
Okay. To that one. Right.
Well,
Where's my rogue to?
Quickly and quietly.
as you wish.
I think it's probably a pretty decent idea to give your scouting character a decent amount of mechanics as well to find traps, so that's what I've done with my rogue. Okay, we found a guildmaster staff under the floorboard. Could be useful. There's something there which I want to steal as well. Okay, let's go and grab that. Books. Okay. Let's turn off scouting. Right, what I'm going to do now, I'm
no
going
problem.
to rest in the inn. Then I'm going to pay Medreth a visit. And then we'll go east to the map. East of the village. What's it show you? No, it doesn't actually. Here. There's another map to the east of the village. I'll go there in the next video. Right, so let's see what rooms you have. I'll just take the cheap option. So we get a room graphic.
Huh?
Okay. And let's leave this place. Oh, I also have to ask around the village as well for about Lady Elise, don't I? So, got to do that in the next video as well. Right, I'm going to call it an end of the video here. So, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Remember, if you like any of my videos, then I'd be really grateful if you give them a like as well. If you have any comments or questions, please ask away as always. And apart from that, I'll see you next time.